The following announcement has been paid for by Evanism World Order.
Did you know that the holiday of Halloween and all of its traditions are actually based on a secret true story? There is a secret reason why every October 31st people dress in scary costumes going door to door demanding treats at the threat of a trick. There is a secret reason why jack-o'-lanterns are called jack-o'-lanterns in the first place. And it all has to do with Jack. Your whole life you have been learning about Jack. From the very first nursery rhymes you learned, to the first fairy tales you heard. And in movies such as Pirates of the Caribbean, A Nightmare Before Christmas, Fight Club, Titanic and more, you have learned even more about Jack over the years. But Jack is no mere fictional character. Jack is real. And believe me, the true story of Jack is far more amazing than any single version of the tale ever told thus far. Get ready to learn the true story of Jack, the man who tricked the devil and became an immortal. You see, Jack Sparrow, Jack the Giant Killer, Jack Skellington, Jack Dawson, Jack Pumpkinhead, Jack Frost, Jack O' the Green, Jack from the fairy tales and Jack from the nursery rhymes are all based on the same individual. They are all the same Jack. So let's travel back to where this tale began. From a young age Jack was a trickster, playing jokes and tricks on his family, friends and strangers. This earned him both the nicknames Tricky Jack and Witty Jack. But it also caught the attention of the devil. The devil admired Jack's trickster antics, and one night when Jack was at the bar drunk, the devil decided to try to claim Jack's soul. Posing as a bartender, the devil fed Jack drink after drink until he was sufficiently drunk and out of money as well. Foolishly Jack said, "God, I'd give anything for a drink, I'd give my goddamned soul for just another glass of beer." The devil then revealed to Jack that he is the devil and that he could make anything possible in exchange for Jack's soul. Jack said, "If you are the devil, prove it. Change into a gold coin that I could use to pay for my next drink." The devil then shape-shifted into a gold coin before Jack's very eyes. Thinking quickly, Jack grabbed the coin and placed the silver cross he always carried in his pocket on top of the coin. The devil winced in pain and said, "I am trapped in this form until you take the cross off of me. I will do anything you say, just take it off of me." So Jack said, "All right, I will remove the cross as long as you pay for my last drink and promise not to bother me again for at least 11 years. The devil agreed and Jack removed the cross and the two went their separate ways. 11 years passed and Jack had forgotten the incident altogether, writing it off in the past as just a hallucination from a drunken stupor. But like clockwork, 11 years later the devil returned to attempt to claim Jack's soul yet again. This time, the devil approached Jack as he was walking to the bar on the night of October 31st. The devil told Jack that it had been 11 years and he is back to extend his offer. Jack told the devil that he never makes a big decision on an empty stomach and asked the devil if he could get him an apple from the tree next to them and then they could talk about it. The devil agreed, and as soon as he climbed into the tree to get an apple, Jack put his silver cross onto the bottom of the tree and said, "God bless this tree." And the devil screamed, "No. Not a cross, I am powerless until you remove that cross, please, I will do anything." And Jack replied, "Make me king of the world and promise me that you will never claim my soul or take me to hell and I will remove the cross." The devil agreed and Jack removed the cross. The devil then offered to buy Jack a drink at the bar. The devil and Jack drank drink after drink together. It was like everyone in the bar was celebrating the birth of a new king. Jack was drunk and a man approached their table with a drink and offered it to Jack. Never one to turn down a free drink, Jack drank it quickly. Little did he know, the man who handed him the free drink was a man that Jack had tricked in the past, and out of revenge this man had poisoned Jack's drink. Suddenly Jack died and his spirit left his body, and the only one in the bar that could still see him was the devil. The devil asked Jack what it felt like to be king for a day. Jack asked the devil, "Where do we go from here?" The devil replied, "Not to hell. Remember, I promised you that I would never claim your soul or take you to hell. So you, Jack, the king of the world, will exist forever here in this world you so revere." The devil opened up his hand and a burning ember appeared. He told Jack to hollow out a pumpkin and put the ember inside to light his way through the valley of the shadow of death. So Jack hollowed out the pumpkin and carved a face into its side. Placing the ember inside the pumpkin, Jack had created the very first jack-o'-lantern. The devil then said, "Alas, they will call you Jack the Pumpkin King." Jack then got upset, saying, "You are a horrible devil. I bet I could be a better devil than you any day. I bet you that if I had your powers I could collect 111 souls before you can. And if I do, you will have to give me all of your powers permanently and also give me ownership over every soul you have ever collected." The devil laughed. And after pausing for a moment of reflection, he agreed to lend Jack a few of his powers and unleash Jack into the world to see who could be the first to collect 111 souls. Under one condition, that the 111 souls had to be collected by October 31st of the next year. Jack then returned to Earth as an immortal with new powers, now having the ability to shape-shift. He shape-shifted to hide his true identity and visited his wife to see her and their son Johnny, who was only 1 year old when Jack died. He needed to see them one last time. Then Jack quickly got to work claiming the 111 souls. Each soul he claimed becoming a new member of his crew, to whom which he would adorn with a unique costume and nickname. Working together as a traveling circus of sorts to claim the souls in time. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus and Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest have only given us glimpses of the true tale of Jack and the devil. But needless to say, through trickery and shape-shifting, Jack was able to get 111 people to give him their souls before the devil could. The last of which were claimed on Halloween night of the next year, just in time before the deadline. So the devil appeared to Jack and said, "Congratulations, Jack the Pumpkin King, you beat me. But has it ever crossed your mind that perhaps I wanted you to win? Come on, Jack, do you really think crosses take away my power? Crosses have no power over me at all. I let you think you tricked me all those times, when in reality I wasn't seeking your soul to condemn you to hell, I was seeking you as my replacement. What can I say, Jack, you really are better than me at the job. So now you, Jack, are officially the devil. But just know that you have always been the caretaker here, sir." And the devil disappeared. Jack then gained all of the devil's powers and was now the owner of every soul the devil had ever collected, and Jack was now in control of hell. So on the night of October 31st, Jack decided to allow the souls of the dead, who he now owned, to come back from the dead for one night only, under the condition that they wear costumes to hide their true identities. A tradition that would continue every October 31st to this day. Jack decided to call November 1st, All Souls Day, in commemoration of him obtaining all the souls. But although Jack the Pumpkin King gained all these things, this notion of a devil who steals your soul was something he wanted to put to rest. as well as changing the realm of hell forever. Jack was still king of the world even if no one knew it, but now he could shape-shift, reincarnate multiple times and even time travel all throughout history. These adventures were how all of the fairy tales, nursery rhymes and legends about Jack originated. But while Jack was having fun with his new powers as a trickster god of sorts, his son Johnny was about to get a visit from Jack's old friend. You see, the devil agreed to give Jack his powers, but the devil never agreed to give up his own powers. So the devil returned to attempt to claim Jack's son Johnny's soul. Johnny was sitting out one day practicing his fiddle, when the devil approached him. The devil challenged Johnny to a fiddle contest. The devil said that if he wins he gets to collect Johnny's soul. Then Johnny says, "And if I win, you will bring my dad back to life so everything can be normal again." Then, the two of them got into an epic fiddle duel. Both of them played great, but there was no mistaking that Johnny was better. The devil had to admit defeat and declare Johnny the winner. Suddenly Jack was transported back into his mortal human body and his son Johnny rejoiced. Jack was shocked that suddenly he didn't have his powers anymore. "What happened to my powers?" "We had a deal," said Jack, and the devil said, "Your son Johnny and I just made a new deal. You will have 11 years to be alive again with your son Johnny, but then I will return to bring you back to work." Jack spent the next 11 years with his family, watching his son Johnny grow older. And one day suddenly a black circular mark appeared on the palm of Jack's left hand. And the devil returned to bring Jack back to his duties. Johnny didn't want his father Jack to leave and pleaded with the devil to take him instead. Jack quickly told Johnny not to say that. Suddenly, the devil said, "I have something I must reveal to you. I am not the devil." And suddenly the devil shape shifted into the form of Jack and said, "I am you, Jack. I am a future version of you who traveled into the past to give my younger self these powers. The truth is that we are living in what is called a simulated reality that is being generated by Saturn's cube. Everything in this reality exists within a box." This is when Jack learned the true nature of reality, that the multiverse and different versions of himself exist. That reality is just an illusion being generated by Saturn's cube. That a Jack comes in every box. And finally that one of his other incarnations is the King of Heaven Lefavor. Then the Jack from the future offered to give both Jack and Johnny his full powers. And Jack and Johnny accepted these powers and would go on to make a name for themselves in the past, present and future of the multiverse and beyond. Only high-ranking members of the 111 Illuminati know the truth about Jack, but it is the Illuminati that has hidden the truth about Jack in plain sight. That is why the Illuminati teaches kids about Jack from a young age in their nursery rhymes, fairy tales, books and movies. If you loved the movie Fight Club, I am Jack's complete lack of surprise. If you loved the movie Titanic and wondered why James Cameron made the film, it is because Jack in the film is the same Jack we have been talking about. The king of the world. If you loved A Nightmare Before Christmas, watch it again now that you know the true origins of Jack Skellington the Pumpkin King. If you loved Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, just know that he was based on the very same Jack. As a matter of fact, the King of Heaven Lefavor, who is another incarnation of Jack, is the secret leader of the Illuminati. On a special Illuminati time travel mission, Evan Lefavor traveled to the 1600s to try to save his relative Elizabeth Howe from being murdered in the Salem witch trials. Evan Lefavor, the King of Heaven, who was born in 1983, is a direct bloodline descendant of Elizabeth Howe, who was the main woman killed for being a witch in the Salem witch trials. So he time-traveled back to the 1600s with a special crew of Illuminati members and became a pirate, telling people his name was Jack Sparrow. He even posed for a painting in 1642 that was part of the Seven Deadly Sins collection. A tradition many Illuminati time travelers partake in. Jack is the King of Heaven. Evan Lefavor's Illuminati code name. When you time travel into the past on secret Illuminati missions, you cannot use your real name and must stick to your code name. Evan Lefavor in the 1600s, or Jack Sparrow as they knew him, was a pirate who believed that everything should be free for everyone alive, and that no one ever truly owns anything. So that is where the term jacked comes from. Because Jack would just take what he wanted, leading to a saying in the future where people being robbed is called being jacked. This also relates back to Halloween being a pirate holiday in honor of Jack, because the trick-or-treaters go house to house jacking candy from the people inside. Jack was known for being good at many things, leading to the term Jack of all trades being used. And of course you jack into the Matrix because Jack is the master of simulated realities. The Jack in the Box is based on the fact that these simulated realities are being generated by Saturn's cube, and each cube comes pre-installed with their own Jack in the Box. I could go on to explain how the Easter Bunny is really a jackrabbit. Or why you should thank Jack Frost for a cool breeze. Or how JFK was called Jack because he was really the pre-incarnation of the King of Heaven, Evan Lefavor. Or how Jack went on to help win the war against the giants in the past. Or why there are 4 Jacks in each deck of playing cards. But we need to save those topics for future videos, so make sure to subscribe for more videos disclosing the secret Illuminati truth about reality. Now you know the secret Illuminati truth about Jack. So if someone claims that you know jack shit about the Illuminati, you can now prove them otherwise. Well, it is time for me to hit the road, Jack. You know what they say. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I am your friendly neighborhood angel Metatron. See you next video. Welcome to the 1L Illuminati.